All right, so there's so much going on in the Cardano ecosystem right now, right? It's easy to see all these little bits of news and kind of miss the bigger picture, but that's what we're going to do today. We're going to connect the dots from the network's insane daily performance to real-world projects happening in places like Argentina, all the way to its wild governance model. And you'll see how it's all leading to one kind of surprising place, Wall Street. So let's get into it. Okay, let's just start with a single number, 2.6 million. What is that? Well, that's the average number of transactions Cardano is handling every single day. And get this, with basically zero failures. This isn't some testnet, folks. This is the real deal. A massive network working like a clock right now.
And you know, a number like that, it's not just about how many transactions. It's about what that performance means. I love how Begin Wallet puts it. They call it secure, scalable, unstoppable. And that right there, that reliability, that's the bedrock. It's the foundation that makes everything else we're about to talk about even possible.
So we've got this rock-solid foundation, right? And that's so important because, in this space, trust is literally everything. If you're a user, or especially if you're a developer, you have to know that the platform you're building your future on is absolutely sound. And that whole security-first philosophy, it doesn't just stay at the network level. It trickles right down to the apps people are using every day. Take the Vesper wallet, for example. It's non-custodial, which is just a fancy way of saying you, and only you, control your keys. And on top of that, it has reported 0 exploits. That's how you take that big, abstract idea of network trust and turn it into real, tangible confidence for the actual user. Okay, so if the foundation is that strong, what can you actually build on top of it, right? When developers don't have to spend all their time worrying if the network is going to fall over, what kind of crazy innovation can they come up with? Well, for starters, they're building bridges to the real world. And I mean that literally. There's a project from a company called Finest that's tokenizing premium-grade wheat down in Argentina. Just think about that for a second. We're talking about taking actual physical wheat from a field and turning it into a digital token on the Cardano blockchain, a token that's fully backed, fully insured. It's wild. And just look at who's making this happen. This isn't some startup in a garage. No, this is a full-blown consortium. You've got actual agricultural experts, you've got tech providers like NMKR, and even the Cardano Foundation is in on it. This is how you build real solutions for the real world. You bring everyone to the table. And the innovation, it isn't just about physical stuff like wheat. The sheer range of what's being built is just incredible. On one end, you have something super deep tech like Mecha Labs, who are, get this, actually mining Bitcoin on the Cardano network. And then on the complete other end of the spectrum, you've got DeFi platforms like Bodega Market just crushing it, hitting huge trading milestones. It's like this explosion of creativity, and it's all happening at the same time. So, okay, we have the super secure tech. Check. We have all these innovative projects. Check. But who's in charge? Who's steering the ship? And that, my friends, leads us to what might be Cardano's most important feature, the power of the community to literally govern the network's future. So if you hold ADA, your power is actually super simple and super direct. You basically delegate your stake to what's called a DREP, a delegated representative, and they vote on your behalf. So what's your job? Simple. You just watch how they vote. And if you don't like their choices, if they don't represent what you want for the network, you just move your delegation to someone who does. It's this incredibly fluid, super responsive form of digital democracy. And this whole community-first mindset is so strong that it's even changing how the Cardano Foundation itself works. Look at Project Catalyst, their funding initiative. The foundation is now focusing all of its own voting power on just one single category. Now, that's a huge deal. It's a very deliberate move to step back and basically say, okay, community, you're in the driver's seat now. You take the lead on these decisions. All right, let's just pull all these threads together for a second. We've got the secure tech, we've got the diverse, real-world innovation, and we've got this deeply engaged community calling the shots. That combination, that's a really powerful recipe. And guess what? The old-school world of traditional finance, yeah, they're finally officially taking notice. And boom, this is the payoff. This headline, this sent shockwaves through the entire crypto space. Grayscale, we're talking about a giant in digital asset management, announced they are going to stake all of the ADA held in their Cardano fund. To have an institutional player that big, not just holding the asset, but actively participating in the network, that is a massive, massive vote of confidence. So what does that actually mean for someone who invests in that fund? It's pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You know the rewards you get for helping secure the network? The staking rewards? Well, they don't just vanish into thin air. They get piped directly back into the fund. It's kind of like a dividend that automatically reinvests itself, potentially juicing the value of every single share. It creates this amazing, self-reinforcing cycle of growth for investors. So there you have it. We've really come full circle, haven't we? From the nitty-gritty security of the code to tangible, real-world products like tokenized wheat, all of it being guided by a truly decentralized community. And now that entire package deal is getting the ultimate stamp of approval, being validated and integrated by Wall Street. It really makes you wonder, right? With all these pieces clicking into place, what's the next frontier for the Cardano ecosystem?